February 8th, night 9. My dear stray dead. Don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. And I see his dream. The memory of the man who was set up as a hero. The story of a knight who was understood by no one. It was a simple story. In short, there was something wrong with him. He had some power, he had some ambition, but he used his power at the wrong places from the beginning to end, and he died. It's only natural. Power exists to grant your own wishes. Comparison does no good for others. Compassion does no good for others. Kire says so often, but everything is balanced because everything you do comes back to you. One gets energy because actions circle around to create more energy. So wait, this is so these prologues. I was wondering why Amiya would be seeing what I assume are Archer's memories in this route instead of Saber's. But it could be, I think. So this is Reen then. This is what Reen has been seeing. As she makes far more sense for her to be seeing Archer's dreams, as she has a similar connection. She's literally the same connection. Well, not literally. You get what I'm saying. Since Amiya's all his like waking up from nightmare could still all be the Saber dreams from before. I hope this is it. And that Kire line, that's why I'm thinking this. It's very nice. I don't know if I read this, but one gets energy because actions circle around to create more energy. But not having that means never being replenished. For example, if one lives for others and not for oneself, I'm sure one would run out of power right away. If there were such a thing as disposable money, that's what it would be like. It be used by strangers and it only disappear after it's used. It's easy to take advantage of it, and that it be used is already a given. That's why, in the end, he saw many betrayals and his life was ended by someone he saved. Just makes me mad. I want to question him why. He worked hard, put in great effort, even though he's an ordinary human being, and he managed a miracle with his own blood. And his compensation was betrayal and death. It's not even a joke, but he died satisfied. I have no intention on commenting on someone's life, but I never accept that one thing. That's my impression of the dream I've seen a few times now. I usually wake up here, but seems my dream continues today. He's standing in hell. It is a scene of some natural disaster, not the result of human conflict. Let me make a contract. I shall give you my life after death. I would like the compensation now. He weaves the words of the contract. After that, he changed as though possessed by something, and saved people who could not normally be saved. Oh, so this must be how he became a heroic spirit. Seeing in this way, it's nothing much. I bet the people he saved were not even in the hundreds. He cannot even be called a hero with such a number, nor would he be promoted to a heroic spirit. But the number isn't important. The qualification of a hero, one who surpasses humans, is to be able to save those that are fated to die. It is an alteration of fate. Does not matter if he does not have the power as a hero, as long as he averted a disaster that could not be changed, however small in scope. No. The world would obtain a heroic spirit in compensation for the miracle. He became a hero and saved those who could not have been saved. As a result, he became a heroic spirit after he died, and he is now repeating what he was doing before he died, being a servant. I guess compensation for a miracle is to become a convenient disposable tool that will fight for others even after one dies. Heroic spirits, superior spirits chosen from amongst humans, the guardians of humanity, but they are not the ones with free will like the servants. Heroic spirits are guardians of humanity. Guardians do not have free will. They are treated as powers. They are called forth to protect the world only when a factor appears that could destroy it. They are weapons that destroy these factors. The servant system is a summoning ritual that takes advantage of these guardians. The guardians are summoned into every age, eliminate the offending factor, and then disappear from this world. I would hate to be like that, but he must have been prepared to take on that role. No, he might have even wished for it. Would be perfect if he could save people even after he died. Even though he did not have the power to save them, when he was alive, he must have believed he could avert every tragedy if he became a heroic spirit. With that in mind, he made a contract with the world to give up his body after his death, and he saved 100 people. Believing that, we would be able to save tens of thousands of people afterwards. How stupid of him. That cannot be. Because for a heroic spirit to be called upon, the place would already have to be a place of death. Heroic spirits are summoned only into hell. They appear only when the world is about to be destroyed by people. Humans are the ones that will perish from their own doings. So the process of destruction must always be the same. Jealousy, hatred, selfishness, desire. Men who love people and tried to be of help to them was shown the same ugliness even after he died. He was called in such scenes and served his responsibility as a guardian. He killed. He killed and killed and killed and killed. He killed everyone that was around him when he was summoned to save humanity as a whole. I don't know how many times he repeated that, nor do I know how many times he will have to repeat it in the future. So there's only one thing I can say. He has been betrayed by many things. But in the end, he was betrayed by the only thing he believed in, his ideal. Yeah. She said Archer. It's not... I'm a little disappointed I only figured that out so late and I needed such an obvious clue, but it is very refreshing. I was really kind of bugged that Amiya was seeing Archer's past this time around. But that's nice. Yay. When I wake up, that's all I can say. My body feels tired and I can't move at all. My mind is the only clear thing and I blankly stare at the ceiling.
うすうすそうだろうとは思ってたけど、あれ、やっぱりあいつの記憶だったか。
I sigh and stare at the ceiling. This is hard. He could have told me, and I might get a glimpse of his memory when I'm asleep because masters and servants are connected. If he had told me, I could have cut my consciousness so that I wouldn't see such things.
起きよう。今日もいっぱいやることあるし。
I get up. My body is heavy and my eyelids are heavier than steel. I curse how I'm not a morning person and start changing into my uniform slowly.
けど、まあ。
I don't know if this is as I expected or not, but he used to be a hot-blooded man. I don't know what hero he is, but it seems he was more honest before.
まあ、 それもあんな人生を送った挙句、死後もこんな目に遭わされちゃ、確かに性格歪むわよね。
I laugh it off. My face in the mirror looks serious and about to cry, but I decide to laugh. Because I have to do so. I won't be able to face Archer normally. I get ready and drink the freshly brewed tea in the living room. I don't usually eat breakfast, so it's pretty quick. I have 15 minutes until I have to get going. This cup of tea is like a ritual I perform every morning to wake up my half-asleep body.
Rim,
But there's one fool that cannot read his master's mind.
いつまでって7時半までよ。それを過ぎたら遅刻しちゃうじゃない。
誰が登校時間を言っているか。私が言いたいのは聖杯戦争のことだ。他のマスターと協力することは悪くない。だが、君の場合は選んだパートナーが悪すぎる。
Listen, the alternatives are not great.
はあ。
That again, Archer tells me to cut my ties with Miyashiro every chance he gets.
だからその気はないって言ったでしょ。アーチャーはそう言うけど、私は適任だと思う。そりゃ戦力としては不安だけど、協力者としては文句なしでしょ。エミヤ君なら何があっても裏切らないと思うしさ。
Certainly true.
本来、信頼は駆け引きで築くものだ。理由のない信頼など、それこそ信用ならん。いいか、あれは勝ち残れる人間ではない。協力者を選ぶというのなら、まだキャスターのマスター。
We've been over either a doll.
ふざけないでアーチャー。あんた、私にあんな下道と志を同じにしろっていうの？
I put my teacup down and stare at Archer. Even if it may be sarcasm, I can't ignore what he just said. The air freezes. I'm seriously pissed, and Archer has no intention of backing down. We stare at each other for a while.
確かに、キャスターは下道だが、あれはあれで実に魔術師らしい。その点で言えば、リンは戦いには向いていない。魔術師ならば、志より結果を取るべきだ。
皮肉を言っても無駄よ。私は方針を変えないわ。
まったく。どうしたのだ一体。エミやシローと知り合ってからの君はおかしいぞ。
I realized that without having you tell me. But I can't help it. He doesn't have anything, even though he's a magus, and is dangerously single-minded. It's unproductive to scheme against such a guy and tease him.
リン、どうした？ようやく自分の愚かさに気づいたか？
そうね。ええ、私はどうか知ってる。けどアーチャー、それもこれもみんなあんたがつまんないもの見せるからじゃない。
何？
いいわ、忘れて。とにかくあんたが私のサーバントである以上、私は私が信じることしかやらない。私はエミやシローほど甘くはないけど、それでも譲れないものがある。相手が何者であろうと、それを譲る気なんかない。
I say so with anger. And that makes me realize I don't feel any sympathy, even after learning about his past. I'm just mad at him.
ほんと。あーちゃん、返事は？
Take it out on Archer and glare at him. The knight in red makes his usual gesture.
仕方あるまい。主が不調ならば、支えるのが進化の役割だからな。君が本調子になるまで、陰ながら見守るとしよ
う。And he answers with a reply that's neither a yes nor a no. I wake up. Feel heavy. Like there's lead inside my head.
なんだろう。ここんとこ目覚めが悪いな。
Is it because I have lots to think about, or because I'm seeing strange dreams? Even though I usually don't see dreams, I think I've been seeing something like a dream recently. Oh.
まあ、綺麗な刀だったけどさ。
I see images of swords in my dreams. In them, his short swords come up pretty often.
そうだよ。気に入ってるよ。悪いか。
I curse the person that's not here and get up from my futon. It's before 6 in the morning. I can't be affected by strange dreams. I have to go and make breakfast. Alright, skipping all that. Saber sees me off as I leave the house, getting used to this lifestyle as the morning passes by smoothly. Okay, don't bring up Caster to anybody. I don't see Tosaka at the gate. Since the only suspect we had, Issei, turned out to be innocent, but she's busy running around gathering information. But how will I do that? Guess Tosaka is investigating the people at school, so I guess I'll investigate the building. You, what do you know? Well, life's not convenient enough to let me notice anything I haven't noticed before. I searched the school using all the breaks I had and the first half of lunch break. But I wasn't able to find anything strange. Must be done eating already, as he greets me while reading an old poetry book. I can't see him the same way after he disemboweled me. It really makes me like think about how all the dead ends I miss would have affected my opinions on characters had I had them instead of just passing them by. I know it wasn't his fault, and I didn't really care. Like, I think actually it might be because I didn't really care too much for him to start with. So like it's like the first real impression he's made on me.
ああ、こっちだ。しかしな、今日は昆布茶しかないがいいか。
え、なら左右でいいや。俺どうも昆布茶のドロッとした感じダメだ。
そうかそうか。では明日までに職員室から緑茶でももらってこよう。
I leave the laughing Issei to himself and pour some water into my cup and sit down at the table.
じゃ、いただきます。
Yeah. Clap my hands together and open my lunchbox. Same time, someone knocks on the door.
あれ、伊勢、お客さん。
ん？こんな時間にか。
Could it be? Issei slowly goes to the door. Man with Sprite! The visitor is Kuzuki, the one in charge of the student council. I see Kuzuki-sensei a lot here, but I bet it's Emiya is in the student council room a lot, from his point of view. Silently eat my chicken sprinkled lunch. There must not be anything important today, as Issei and Kuzuki-sensei are just chatting. Munch. Munch, munch.
先生、そろそろ時間ですか。
そうか、邪魔をしたな。言わずとも承知しているだろうが、戸締まりは忘れないように。下校時間も厳守したまえ。
Hey you, take off your shirt.
はいはい、分かってますって。
Kuzuki-sensei leaves and Issei comes back in a good mood. Wow, I just saw something rare. It's really rare to see Kuzuki-sensei chatting about meaningless things with a student, with that shy Issei. Oh, they might get along since they're both stubborn, but it's still strange.
なあ、伊勢。
なんだエミヤ。
いや、前から疑問に思っていたんだが、お前とクズキ仲いいのか？
Oh, he's surprised.
いや、答えられないならいい。ふとそう思っただけだから気にするな。
ああ、違う違う。そういえばエミヤには言ってなかったな。と気がついてね。仲がいいのは当然なのだ。何しろクズキ先生は俺の兄貴分みたいなものだからな。
は？
Kazuki Sensei is like Issei's brother?
ちょっと待て、それどういうことだ？
だから兄貴分だって。総一郎。久月先生は3年ほど前からうちに居候をしているんだ。見ての通り朴突な人柄だが、裏表のない誠実な心をしている。同じ屋根の下で暮らしていて、人間として尊敬できるのだ。兄として慕うのは当然だろう。
Now, this is where I would put it together, but I mean, I've been saying this for like the entire time, so, you know.
クズキが竜道寺に住んでいる。
How did you not know this? Feels like I got hit in the head with a hammer. But I am calm and ask you to continue.
そういえば最近見慣れない女がいる
Don't talk-
って言ったよな。そいつのこと
He's gonna stab you
知
now.
ってるのか？
知ってるも何も。あの女は久月先生の言い名付けだ。近々祝言をあげるから、それまで部屋を貸し与えている。
Oh, okay. Second shock.
一世、そういうの見慣れない女って言わないんじゃん。
This should be triggering a death. I know. I try my hardest to object with a dizzy head.
見慣れない女は見慣れない女だ。久月先生の言い名付けであろうと、名前も知らない女など、それで十分だろう。
Issei stops the conversation as if saying he's angry. Anyways, there's something I can't ignore. Kazuki Shoshiro, sure, is coming from the Ryoto Temple, and there's a woman that is said to be in the Ryoto Temple. Here, Kazuki Sensei's fiance showed up about a month ago. If that's Caster, all our answers are right there. Why aren't you dead? You should be dead. You asked about her. I did nothing wrong. I demand a recount. In the classroom after school. You don't even have 10 more minutes until we have to go home. But I tell Tosaka about Kazuki Sensei.
どうだろう。一世のこともあるし、竜道寺に住んでるからって怪しいと決めつけるのはどうかと思うんだが。
久月先生か。マスターとしての気配っていうより、そもそも魔術師じゃないんだけどな、あの人は。
I don't know if she's listening to me, as Tosaka is frowning to herself.
魔術師じゃない。なんだ、よかった。それじゃ
No, we are wait, no, no, there's no more room. Who else could it be?
なんで？そんな怪しいやつ、マスター
Thank you.
やってるじゃない。
Well, I'm starting to get used to this, but I still can't keep up with Tosaka's thought process.
今夜にでも仕掛けるわよ。学校に手を回して夜勤になるように仕向けるから。エミヤ君も準備しといて。
What kind of influence do you have?
ちょっと待て。いくらなんでもそれはなし。クズキを夜勤にするって、それじゃ今夜にでも戦うっていうのかよ。
Sure.
当然でしょ。クズキが明日も学校に来る保証はないもの。機会は待ったなし。夜まで学校に残らせて、帰り道であいつがマスターかどうか試すのよ。
念のため聞くが、マスターかどうか試すってどうやって？
You take his shirt off.
実力行使。エミヤ君の時と一緒。
Phrase just like I did to you sounds a bit sweet. So I thought Tosaka is a bully inside. Maybe I fought her over the playground piece when we were small.
俺は 反対だ。試すにしてももっと穏やかな方法がある。わざわざ危険な真似をしなくてもいい。
危険じゃないわよ。私だって見境なしじゃないわ。影から軽いガンドを打つだけよ。もし久月先生が一般人でも2日風邪で寝込む程度だし。
Aw.
いや、それも問題だろう。もし久月が本当にマスターだったらそのまま戦闘になる。こっちから手を出す以上話し合いにはならない。
わからないわね。それなら余計好都合じゃないの。一体何が危ないっていうのよ、エミヤ君は。
そっちこそわからないやつだな。だから遠坂が危ないって話だろ。
Todaka must have finally realized that she stops the conversation. That's only for an instant.
そう。別にいいわよ。それなら私一人でやるだけだもの。
She easily concludes. Guess it's meaningless to say anything to her once she's determined to do something.
わかった。俺も付き合う。遠坂を一人にしたらどんな無茶をするかわからないからな。
それはこっちのセリフよ。まったく何を言い出すかと思えば。下校時間ね。それじゃあ待ち合わせは午後7時。橋の下の公園。戦闘になるだろうからちゃんと準備してくるのね。
Okay, I'm gonna go get Saber then. She looks away and walks off. I leave the classroom after her. Good.
では今夜キャスターのマスターに仕掛けると。
Now I just want to clarify. 95% sure Caster's master. Let's not immediately kill
い
him.
や、まだ久月がマスターだって決まったわけじゃないんだ。
Okay, that's kind of what I said. I report to Saber about today as soon as I get home. Saber must agree with Tosaka, and she is hyped up already.
そういうわけだから今日の鍛錬はなしだ。夕食もすぐに支度するから待ち合わせに備えよう。ですか。そういえば出陣の前に飯食うのって良くないのか。
なぜそのようなことを聞くのです。戦闘時に空腹では問題があると思うのですが。
いや、腹がもたれるのかなって。あと1時間もないし、夕飯は帰ってきてからのがいいんじゃないかなって。
いえ、そのようなことはないと思いますよ。口にしたものを素早く消化するのも戦士の素質です。
Mia, I am a shonen protagonist. I can put down anything.
普段から正しい生活と鍛錬をしていれば食事はあまり問題ないかと。
それはつまり夕飯は作って OK ってこと？
はい。そちらの方が大変力が出るのでは。
I see. I have trained to be able to move right after meals, so I guess there's no problem. I'll make a light dinner just in case.
それじゃあ今に言ってるけど、セイバーは？
シローの邪魔をするわけにはいきません。私はもうしばらく気を整えておきます。
I guess she'll be sitting here Japanese style in meditation.
了解。飯ができたら呼びに来る。
I leave the dojo. It's dark outside. We're meeting at 7. That must mean we'll be attacking Kuzuki Sensei about an hour after we meet. We'll have to fight Kazuki we'll have to fight if Kazuki turns out to be a master. Caster is a wary servant. She would never give us another chance at a surprise attack if she found out her master had been attacked. Then we'll have to make sure to beat him if we're going to attack. I can't let my enemy escape, nor can I run away. No matter who it may be, Caster's master has to be defeated to stop Caster, the one attacking all the people in this town. If all goes well, we'll take away his command spell, and he won't be a master anymore. but in the worst case, we'll have to try to kill each other.
そうか。武器の一つも持っていかないとな。
A weapon at my place, something I can easily put magical energy into, would be a wooden sword. My success rate on strengthening magic has been pretty good recently, so even a wooden sword would become a good weapon. But that's only the case of normal battles. I'll need a better weapon if I am to fight against a master or a servant.
欲を言えば、あいつの剣みたいに。
I imagine what I saw in my dream. Twin swords, black and white. If they're about that long, I should be able to use them. Most of all, I could fight decently if I had those swords. I'll be able to protect myself, not be a burden on Saber, and be proud that I am Saber's master.
たく、ないものねだりをしてもしょうがないだろう、バカ。
My shoulders slump as I head to the porch. I'll just do what I can. For now, I'll concentrate on making dinner. Saber always seems so serious, but it seems Saber is looking forward to the meals. It's been my recent secret joy to make her happy. It's 7 o'clock. Tsusaka comes right on time.
お待たせ。必要なものを揃えてたら時間かかっちゃった。で、そっちの準備はどう？
I show her the wooden sword bag. There's one wooden sword in here. This is about all the preparation I can do.
まあ、しょうがないか。そもそも白兵戦ならこっちはセイバーがいるんだし、エミヤ君は様子を見ているだけでいいかもね。
Uh-huh.
そうだな。セイバーがいる以上、俺はセイバーのフォローをするだけだ。
Well, I can't think of a situation where I'll be helping out Saber.
リン、なぜアーチャーはいないのですか？
Then, Saber asks with a serious expression,
父坂、アーチャーを連れてきてないのか？
ええ、あいつなら置いてきた。今夜は奇襲だし、セイバーがいるなら必要ないでしょ。正直なところ、あいつとキャスターを合わせたくないのよ。
Tsusaka starts walking. I don't know what she's thinking. I guess we won't be getting Archer's help. I'd like to say it's a bad idea, but I don't know what he's... It seems like he wants Archer in the game, so him being not here might be the right choice. Time passes. One has to pass the intersection if one is to go from school to the Ryoto Temple. It's already been an hour since we got here. Boundary field has been created here.
外から見られるのはアウトだけど、防音だけは完璧よ。ここ一帯ミサイルが落ちても周りには気づかれないわ。
According to Tsusaka. It's so quiet around us. I guess it's because Tsusaka's boundary field is working, but the town is too lifeless. It's already been 7 days since the Holy Grail War started. It seems the town is having its spirit slowly drained without anyone noticing.
来た。エミヤ君、隠れて。
Okay. Move to the wall. I can't even hear footsteps. See a shadow under the streetlight. A tall, lean figure. The familiar figure is definitely that of Kazuchi Soichiro. Not Kazuchi. Kazuki passes us with his usual ordered steps. He's too defenseless. I'm suddenly attacked by the feeling that Kazuki-sensei might be innocent.
なあ、父坂。やっぱりクズキは
What are
違
you?
うんじ
Just
ゃない
shut
の
the
か？
fuck up.
まあ、やってみればはっきりするでしょ。
Seems Tsusaka is in doubt as well. I guess she's still going with the plan as she points her index finger at Kazuki. Gander. It is a curse to reduce the target's physical ability, considered to be the simplest magic. Tsusaka's Gander shot. It More like a gunshot, but I'm sure she'll go easy this time.
準備はいいエミヤ君。
She murmurs. I'll still make it. There's a possibility that Kazuki Soichiro is innocent. Isn't there another way to check if he's a master or not? I've been waiting to punk this guy out for months. Let's get him. Bite my lip and bear the uneasiness. I'll have to bear it. If Kazuki-sensei turns out to be innocent, I'll just have to remove the curse on him with all my power.
仕掛けるわよ。
She takes a small breath. Right after that, a black bullet is released. She must have made a sound on purpose. It is slow. The black haze goes for Kazuki like a pitcher's changeup. A wind of disease that will cause him to be sick in bed for 2 days. But 2 days of an incantation is fatal for a master. No, in action, by the way. There has to be some kind of reaction if Kazuki-sensei is a master.
やば。
Tosaka jumps. Kazuki does not react at all. Tosaka's gander shot mercilessly hit Kazuki Soshiro's head. But right before that, it is nullified by a robe suddenly appearing in the sky.
ほ
Oh. Man that was supposed to get hit by a gander shot looks at us. So saying he knew we were here all along.
父さん
I quickly take the wooden sword out of my bag and put magical energy into it. There's no time to be screwing up the strengthening magic. The robe that appeared in front of Kazuki now takes form. Female limbs appear in the bluish purple robe. Teleportation. A complete teleportation is considered to be a sorcery even in this modern world. Caster has easily performed such a thing to appear in front of us.
忠告したはずですよ宗一郎。このようなことになるからあなたは竜道寺にとどまるべきだと。
She must think nothing of us as she calmly talks to her master, Kazuki.
うそうでもない。実際に獲物は釣れた。
そうね。あまり大きな魚ではなさそうだけど、大量であることは間違いないわ。さあ、そこから出てきなさい。バカな魔術師さん。
I guess running away would be hard now. No, if Caster and Master are here, all we have to do is fight them, even if this is in the middle of the town. But before that,
出てこないの？残念ね。顔ぐらいは見ておきたかったのですけど。
何よあのタヌキ。こっちの素性なんてもう分かってるくせに。
Tosaka grumbles from her hiding spot. Caster must hear it.
3秒あげるわお嬢さん。それであなたがしたことをそのまま返してあげましょう。
Since she says so, points her hand in our direction. I recall what happened at the Ryota Temple. She won't hold back. Knowing her, I bet she would destroy this whole area along with the wall we're hiding behind.
エミヤ君、合図をしたら飛んで。セイバー、準備はいい？
Since her nodding behind me. But something I need to confirm before that.
すまんそれは後にしてくれ父さん
え？
I don't wait for her reply. I go out into the intersection with my wooden sword.
シロ！
Tosaka must not want me to go alone as she comes out as well.
あら、意外ね。少しは物分かりが良くなったのかしら、坊や。
Boy, Caster watches us with composure. Kazuki is standing next to her. We're about 10 meters apart. No matter how I think about it, Caster's finger would be much faster than me running into them. But I showed myself in spite of that. I have to do something before I fight. That is...
遠坂とエミヤか。マトウだけではなく、お前たちまでマスターとはな。 魔術師とはいえ因果な人生だ。
Dun, 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 dun. Fate. To check the true identity of Kazuki Soshiro, the one Caster is protecting.
どうしたエミヤ、話があるのではないのか。
Puppets! He says so in his usual manner. I don't feel his a presence as a mage is from Kazuki. No, I don't even feel his desire to win the Holy Grail. Then,
クズキ、あんたキャスターに操られてるのか。
it's possible that Kazuki is controlled by Caster, like Archer said. Can't fight against Kazuki until I get this cleared up. Caster admits an intent to kill. That alone tells me this question is off limits for her.
うるさい坊や、殺してしまおうかしら。
Words are not a threat, but
待て、その質問の出所は何だ、エミヤ。
Kazuki stops her in his usual manner.
疑問には理由があるはずだ。言ってみるがいい。
My throat is dry. It must be Caster's intent to kill. The robed figure tells me I'll be killed if I say something bad. I bear it and
あんたがどうやってマスターになったかは知らない。けど、あんたはまともな人間だろ。なら、キャスターがやっていることを見逃しているはずがない。だっていうのに見逃してるってことは、あんたは知らないんじゃないかって思っただけだ。
I say so while glaring at Caster.
キャスターがやっていることだと。
ああ、そいつは竜道寺に巣を張って、町中の人間から魔力を集めてる。ここ最近連続している混成事件は、全部そいつの仕業だ。今までも、そしてこれからも犠牲者は増え続ける。キャスターが魔力を吸い上げ続ける限り、いずれ死んじまう人間だって出てくるだろう。そいつは町の人間は生贄だって言った。取り返しのつかないことになるのはそう先のことじゃない。
なるほど、そういうことか。通常善良な人間ならばキャスターを放置できない。にもかかわらずマスターである私がキャスターを放置しているのは彼女に操られているからだと考えたわけだな。
ああ、もしあんたがキャスターの行為を知っていて放っておいているなら、あんたはただの殺人鬼だ。俺も容赦はしない。けどあんたが操られているんなら別だ。俺たちはキャスターだけを倒す。
いや、今の話は初耳だ。
Kazuki declares so firmly. I don't think it's a lie. Kazuki Sochiro is straightforward, like when he is teaching. I sigh with relief while keeping watch on Caster. Kazuki-sensei is a victim. He's controlled by Caster. Then all that's left to do is defeat Caster.
だがエミヤ、キャスターの行いは
Yeah, I thought it was something like that. But still, Kazuki Sochiro plainly says so.
だって
他人が何人死のうが私には関わりのないことだ。加えてキャスターは命までは取っていない。まったく随分と半端なことをしているのだな、キャスター。そこまでするのなら一息で根こそぎ奪った方が良いだろうに。
He's not any different from usual. Kazuki Sochiro gives his honest opinion.
無関係な人間を巻き込むつもりか。
すべての人間は無関係だが、まあ私が何者であるかはそちらで言い当てただろう。私は魔術師などではない。ただのそこいらにいる朽ち果てた殺人鬼だよ。
It's pretty cool. Kazuki takes a step back. He watches us from behind Caster.
キャスターの傀儡というのは当たっているがな。私は聖杯戦争など知らん。キャスターが殺し、 お前たちが殺し合うというのなら傍観するだけだ。
This is fascinating.
もっとも私も自分の命が一番可愛い。キャスターが何を企もうと知らぬ。私はただ私を阻む者を殺すだけだ。では好きにしろキャスター。生かすも殺すもお前の自由だ。
Caster is standing in front of us with an expression of victory.
ああ、もうとんだ狸同士じゃないあいつら。
Chisaka complains, but she doesn't move. No, she cannot move. In terms of skills and magi, we have no chance of beating Caster. Masters are magi, so we cannot match an excellent magus like Caster.
そうか。ではここで死しても構わんのだな。キャスターのマスターよ。
I think actually, I'm pretty sure. I know that was your dramatic cut in Saber, but I'm pretty sure he specifically said he only cares about his life. I hear a voice from behind me. Before I can turn around, the servant of the sword, Saber, charges forward.
セイバー
Even my voice won't catch up to her. Saber is already armed and charges at Kazuki like the wind.
お待ちなさいセイバー。
Caster confronts Saber with her casting. She uses 5 verses for her spell. If Saber is a win for charging 10 meters in a flash, Caster is a lightning for finishing her spell even faster. It's a raging thunder at that. She shoots off 5 bullets of light in under a second, and the bullets pierce Saber like fatal thorns. Nice.
大魔力。いえ、私の魔術を防ぎきる騎士など知らない。
Caster screams! Even Archer had to evade Caster's spell, but Saber is nullifying it just by glaring at it. Saber's not looking at Caster. Her target, the one she has to slash, is Caster's master, Kazuki Soshiro. Saber slashes Kazuki without hesitation.
宗一郎様。
The intersection between becomes silent again. Saber stops after slashing her sword. Everyone here thinks that the battle's over due to the incredible speed. Yes. Everyone except Kazuki Sochiro, who is standing there calmly. What the...